Let's imagine for a second you'd stopped drinking alcohol for 6 months. And this would be pretty awesome, right? But imagine I came up to you and I said, congratulations, it's been 6 months, and as a reward, you've got two options. You can either have an espresso martini, or you can have $100,000. What are you going to pick? Well, 7 or 8 years ago, however long it was, I didn't choose the money. I chose to drink. And I'll explain what this means in a minute. But I relapsed on a New Year's Eve and it cost me 100 grand, maybe even more. So if you want some motivation and you want some inspiration to stick on this path, to stay sober and make yourself a few hundred grand in the process, definitely watch this video. So a quick introduction. My name is Leon Sylvester. I'm the founder of SoberCleared.com, which is a coaching company that works with business owners and professionals. We help them get control of their drinking within as little as 48 hours. And I have the most viewed YouTube channel in the world when it comes to stop drinking content. Now, despite not drinking for 6 years, life didn't used to be this way. I've been up and down with alcohol for as long as I can remember. And I've done it all. I've drank every single day. I've binge drinked. I've quit drinking with Alcoholics Anonymous, with willpower, with begging God to help me. But the worst relapse of my life happened on a New Year's Eve, 7 or 8 years ago. I can't remember. I'd basically quit drinking with willpower for 6, 7, 8 months. And my life during that 6 to 8 months was just amazing. I was in the best shape I'd ever been. I had a six-pack, I had a girlfriend, I had a personal training business whilst I was a full-time student, and it was making just under $100,000 per year as a full-time student. When I'm not drinking, I'm a different beast compared to when I'm drinking, right? When I'm drinking, it's nothing like that. But because I had consistently not drank for such a long period of time, I was just taking over. I was just killing it. Hey, and listen, that might come across as arrogant, but if you knew what I was like when I drank, you'd think the same. You'd be like, this guy's a different person. Anyway, I went out on a New Year's Eve party. It was me, my friend had invited some girls, and we went to this club called the Hospital Club. It's a famous private members club in London, and I'm a guy from a small town in England that's never been in a private members club before. I might have been to this place once or twice with my friend before the party, but when I was growing up, I didn't even know these places existed. So on the night, it was fancy, right? It was a Great Gatsby themed party. You know, everybody's wearing suits and hats, and it was really, really cool. And people in this place were super successful. You know, I met a guy that night who I'm still in touch with to this day. And he's like, what do you do? I'm like, oh, I do personal training. I got a personal training business. He's drinking champagne, right? He offers me a champagne. I'm like, no, I don't drink. I say, what do you do? He's like, I manage an investment fund. I have my own fund, and we do sustainable investing in like places like Africa and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's cool. So I've seen this successful man drinking. And then I look around and everybody's drinking, right? Everybody. And whilst I went into that occasion thinking I wasn't going to drink, there was a switch in my head. What started happening is I started having a positive association with alcohol. I forgot about the pain that it had caused me for 10 years. And in that moment, I just thought, oh, yeah, drinking. There was just this switch. I thought about the guy drinking his champagne. I thought about, all of these people laughing and joking. And I didn't see just the occasion as the good time. I just started seeing alcohol as the one thing that everybody had in common. So this little voice in my head came up and it's like, Leon, just have one drink. That thought is a demon. I had one espresso martini, and within 5 minutes to finish it, I'm drinking another one. Then I'm on the beers, and then before you know it, I'm smashed. Now, I was already having a great time before I drank. But as soon as I got that feeling of missing out, a feeling like everybody was doing something and I'm the odd one out that's not actually, enjoying themselves properly, as soon as that switch happened in my mind, it was game over. And one of the biggest problems is the next day, when I was waking up with a hangover, I had really good memories of that night. I didn't think, oh, alcohol sucks, it's the worst thing ever. The worst thing that happened is I had a positive association with that evening and drinking alcohol. And that just prolonged into a relapse that destroyed my entire life. I lost my business, sold my car, moved to London, failed in a career in recruitment, failed as a personal trainer, kept drinking, had to move back to Oxford where I was at university, had to go and work in a restaurant. My life just crumbled apart because of that one decision to drink that espresso martini. That cost me almost a 6-figure personal training business. And in fact, it probably cost me a lot more because of the opportunity cost, because that probably would have grown even higher. And here's what I should have done instead. Instead of associating positivity and that night and alcohol all as one thing, I should have just gone home and played it out. I should have sat with myself and said, right, listen, Leon, that was a mistake. And get real with yourself. Because if you don't fix it right now, Leon, what's going to happen? Because I knew in my heart what would have happened. I knew it would have just started snowballing and everything would have crumbled. But I didn't say that to myself. I didn't play it out. I just thought everything's going to be fine, right? And it was almost denial. I was lying to myself. And if I could go back in time, I would have just sat down, had a conversation, played it out, got real with myself. And then I would have asked for help. I would have stopped telling myself that it's okay, that I'm going to figure it out, whatever. And I would have found support. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. And it cost me so much. Now listen, if you want help, if you want to work with me and my team, where we'll take you through a system that helps you reframe the way that you view alcohol, I have great news. We are accepting new clients right now. So what you need to do next is click the link below this video to book a call. You'll have a short call with my team, and all we'll do is figure out whether my program could help you. So if you've already tried AA, willpower, rehab therapy, you've tried stopping on your own and you haven't been successful, good. Almost all of our clients have tried multiple times, they failed, they need something new, they need something different. So if you want to see if it's a good match to work together, click the link down below. Don't make the mistake that I did, because hey, it could cost you more than $100,000. It could cost millions. It could cost your life. I don't want to fearmonger, right? But I'm just being real. I know people that have died from alcohol, and it's tragic. So please click the link down below. I know you can do this. We'll speak with you soon.